One of the oldest fish hatcheries in the West is located right here in the Black Hills. The D.C. Booth Fish Hatchery and Archive in Spearfish was built in 1896 to preserve and stock trout in the Black Hills. The hatchery has 3 ponds containing 2 different types of trout, brown and rainbow. The brown trout were imported from Germany in the late 1800s. Carlos Martinez is a director at the hatchery and has given us some of his time to talk about life here at the hatchery.
Historically, the D.C. Booth Fish Hatchery, originally established in 1896 as the Spearfish National Fish Hatchery, has raised every species of trout you could imagine, including some species of salmon. And in recent years, brown trout and rainbow trout are the only fish we have produced. The solar panels were installed a couple of years ago, and they supply electricity to the gift store, the public restrooms, and our maintenance shop. And even though the solar panels have not run a complete cycle, meaning 1 full year, we know that they have drastically reduced our electrical bills, but at this time we do not know exactly how many megawatts they have produced. We have a variety of raceways. Those were the concrete tanks, elongated concrete tanks, and our fish are segregated by year class, and even though some fish grow faster than others, for the most part they're a similar size, and so we don't have problems with large fish eating young fish.
Throughout the hatchery, you are able to walk the grounds freely or enjoy the 2 trails that outline the hatchery that are open all year long.
The D.C. Booth Fish Hatchery receives about 155,000 visitors annually. We had an economic impact survey done in 2007, and a large portion of those individuals are people that come to Spearfish to visit the facility, and it does provide a multi-million-dollar economic impact to our community.
A view of the entire D.C. Booth Fish Hatchery can be seen from the Jim Kelly Overlook. The overlook was dedicated to Jim Kelly and is used to show visitors Jim's vision for the hatchery. Two life-size bronze sculptures can be seen on the hatchery grounds. The Generation sculpture showcases the important role that fishing plays in American tradition and culture today. The Spring Stocking Pond sculpture depicts the lives of early fishery workers.
We are a federal facility. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service falls under the Department of Interior, and the vast majority of our funding comes through appropriations from Congress. However, we are fortunate to have a nonprofit branch based out of here. They are the Booth Society, and they are the individuals that run the gift store, do fundraising events, that sort of fundraising to support our programs.
Along with this boat, there are over 75,000 artifacts and documents here in the archives, located below the hatchery offices. The smallest artifact is a bead used for tagging fish. The largest artifact is a truck that is not located on site.
Around the turn of the century, our fish hatcheries were feeding fish concoctions of food that they were made on site. This could be everything from horse meat to seal meat to venison, hard-boiled eggs, you name it, they tried it. We actually had facilities that were producing maggots as a form of feed for the fish. Today, fish feed is actually produced by commercial vendors. We get our feed from a company out of Idaho who produces it on a mass scale, and it's in the form similar to dog food, a lot higher in protein than dog food is, but it's a similar substrate. See some of the historic vessels used for shipping eggs. In the old days, eggs from this facility or from the operations that this facility conducted went to other countries as far as Europe and South America. The eggs would be wrapped in cheesecloth and then layered with sawdust as insulation in these vessels, and then when they would arrive at the receiving facility, they would rehydrate them by soaking them in water, potentially disinfecting them with a product similar to iodine, and then hatching the eggs.
Tours of the archive facility are available upon appointment. Fish records and artifacts are kept for educational, research, and historical purpose. The DC Fish Hatchery gift shop is located right next to the underwater viewing windows. The underwater viewing area is where visitors can go to view live trout. The way to tell the two types of fish apart is that brown trout have dark spots on them and the rainbow trout have rose-colored bands. A fun activity visitors can do is feed the fish. Come visit this fun, free family attraction any time of the year. The fish will love you.